Dr. D, we have two questions in the chat.
Yes.
So the first question is, can someone be an expert even if they don't always have the exact metrics?
Well, and the answer to that is they could be, and they should be asked to identify how they think that they're an expert without metrics. But in some way, they have to show metrics, because otherwise it gets back to them saying, trust me. In other words, everybody has a different level of expertise, and that level of expertise should be captured by metrics. Even if it is, this is what I consider my performance metrics to be.
So that goes into the next question, which is, how would a new vendor without past experience ever qualify or be chosen in a BVA environment?
They will have to show their performance. So they would have to start somewhere. And as soon as they start, they should be keeping their metrics. Now, we have to remember, normally when BVA gets implemented, we're looking from the client side as the best vendor to deliver the service. So when we're looking at this, normally we aren't looking at the new vendors who never have done work. So there is a lot of environments where BVA is not utilized. And I believe this is where vendors should start. And a good example that I have of this is we just had a problem on our roof. And I called up the expert and I asked the expert, what would you do? And he told me what he would do. And I said, I was thinking along the same lines. So we took his advice. We implemented the solution and we solved the problem. And in solving the problem, we now know how to handle any of the problems that we could have with our, quote, futuristic roof with a very simple solution. But I would be very uncomfortable in doing it before I checked with an expert. So does that make sense? If you are the person who put that on your chat, let me know if that doesn't answer your question. But normally we want people to know that they can do something. And all we're asking is, how do they know they can do that? Okay, I see another question. Or it's not a question, it's a comment from Mark Riles. I have found that high-performing vendors don't know their metrics, but when pressed, they eventually can come up with them. That may be true. And until they can, that their high performance has a certain amount of bias attached with it, right? So, and I think if they do find their metrics and they start using their metrics, they actually become a lot higher performing because they now know how they're measuring their performance, and they're more careful to make sure that their performance is consistent. So that's very good, Mark.
Dean, I think it's important to remember that in BVA, even if a new vendor comes in, they can use the individual experience of their people.
Absolutely.
To achieve value as well.
Absolutely. So if somebody transfers from one company to another, they can utilize their expertise that organization. That's very important.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more content. If you have any questions about the best value approach or for Dr. Dean, leave them in the comment section below and we'll get to them in a later video. Thanks. We'll see you next time.